All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to your Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. As we keep saying, we're at the door, Akim. All hell's about to break loose at any second, which is why you should do the best that you can to your ability to say in these laws, statutes, and commandments, and push these videos as much as you can. Stay out of the congregation of the dead, which is what we're going to be getting into with this lesson today, is the knowledge of this world and the people of this world, especially in America, Babylon the Great, are dildo heads.
Yep.
They don't know their ass from their elbow. They're just walking around living in folly and wickedness, living on not a lifestyle but a death style, because everything this society promotes death and destruction and leading you straight to the grave.
A lot of people, if you don't mind me saying that, a lot of people think that the world revolves around them. But you got to understand, man, it's a lot going on out here. And if the Heavenly Father won't put you to death, he could do that at any point in time, man. So being oblivious to the world around you and everything that's going on can be a grave danger unto your life, man. You know? So while you out here just parlaying, think, oh, well, nothing can happen to me. Everything's fine. Oh, well, gas is only $3. You know what I mean?
That pork sandwich is pretty cheap.
You see what I'm saying?
My boy's old lady, she's been hitting me up here and there. I mean, who's gonna know?
You know, so while you around here thinking carelessly about things, man, the Lord got plans, man. You know?
There's that parable that's where the guy stored up riches so he could have the next day off, and then he died that next day. That's how serious this is. And now we're going to get into what a true lifestyle is that'll get you out of that congregation of the dead, which anybody watching this video should already have an inkling of.
Good understanding.
We're going to start off with Sirach chapter 19, verse 19.
Sirach 19, verse 19, it says, "The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life."
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. The 613 laws, statutes, and commandments,
right,
which when you read them and once you gain knowledge and understanding through them and compare it to how this world's run, you can see why there's a law for it. A big example I always like to go to is the land Sabbath, how you're supposed to give the land rest after a certain amount of time, but you can see how Esau runs things. It's a factory farm system. They just dig and dig and dig and dig and dig into that ground. So because of that, the fruit and the land hasn't been able to replenish itself. So that's why we got grapes that are this big instead of grapes that are the size of basketballs. That's a whole meal.
And just wanted to add this in there too. That's the reason why they got craters and shit in the ground, man. Because you're not allowing the earth to rest, man. So the earth ain't doing nothing but giving you what you've been giving it, man. Pressure. You know?
And look at it in this. We suck up Esau sucks up all the oil out of the ground, and the oil is a natural lubricant of the earth. So that's why you got these forest fires and these landslides, these firestorms. The whole world's falling apart because the rulers of this society, the Edomites, the basest of men, is not following the doctrine of life or the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai.
All this goddamn cement and concrete everywhere, man. Everything all dry, man. The sun drying all of it out, man. You're not allowing it to be moist at all with soil and moisture and good once again good soil on the ground, man. No, man, you got all this concrete and shit everywhere. Just
folly.
Yeah, it's just foolishness, man.
Madness.
It says, "And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality."
And that's the whole end game, is to be of that elect number to make it through this coming calamity and be able to rule this planet in righteousness. Yet you got to think about that. You see how these elites have total dominion over the earth. That's what we're fighting for, is to have that total dominion to where we can shape the world in the image of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Because any man who's a true man of the Lord, Yahweh willing, we or any of you brothers out there aren't taken out of the truth. We actually, what makes us curious to these other people is that we actually want to see the world grow and be abundant and see people have natural, normal relationships.
We want life to go back to those ancient ways, man. You know what I mean? Like everybody that that's in rulership, of course, have their crop of land and, take care of things in a respectful manner, not create no goddamn store and shit, man. You know what I mean? Those ways are done, man. Like, it doesn't work,
It's like, we don't like these other heathens, and we're going to get them back for what they did to us, but at the same time, you want to see them, like, not just be sodomites out here, not have broken relationships where people are fucking robots and eating horseshoe crabs, eating bugs out of the ocean.
Man, that shit crazy.
It's vexing.
Yes, it is. They need correction. It says, and through the doctrine of life, they will get it.
And that rod of iron.
That's right. That's in that rod of iron. That's right.
The women get that rod of iron.
Very kind. It says 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of His that word is omnipotency.
Point blank period. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. The beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord, and realizing how significant these laws, statutes, and commandments are, and to follow them, especially if you're an Israelite. Well, only if you're an Israelite.
Only.
Because as it said in verse 19, the commandments and the doctrine of life, this is what's going to help you navigate through this society. It's going to keep you from falling into these pitfalls, such as committing adultery, eating abominable foods, and getting colon cancer.
And if I could say, Jake, you don't take that serious enough, man. The Lord only gave you the commandments, man. That should be a high statute, but no, you know what you want to do? You just want to smoke 2-3 blunts a day, listen to some goddamn R&B and rap music, and walk around and bitch looking for your next shrimp sandwich or your next girl you could pop. Wasting your time, man. Wasting your time just in la la land, man, when this society is finna be brought low. Like it's just a certain type of mind frame that you need to be in, man.
Hey, they don't have the knowledge of the law, statutes, and commandments, and they don't know that in every nation that's never followed them, what happened to it during the dustbin of history.
That's right.
It's the same thing that's going to happen to this final kingdom, America, also known as Babylon the Great.
It said 22. It said the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudent. If you don't mind me saying something, just like I was saying about 2/3 of Israel, man, their countenance and their ways and their options and their decisions is solely based on wickedness, man. The Lord did say in the scriptures, I have made their ears to not hear and their eyes to not see. So we understand why they follow in that way, man. That's understandable. But when you think about all the different things that this so-called white man has done to you, I could see you being wicked, Jake, but to follow the so-called white man in his footsteps, step by step, as if it's law, that's where that's the way it's just crazy, man. It just shows how wicked you are and how much you want somebody to lead you in a basically unbeneficial direction, man. Just wanted to say that now.
Con, I got a quick precept. This is 1 John 3:4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
That's right.
For sin is the transgression of the law. So anything outside of the law, statutes, and commandments, the knowledge of wickedness, it is not wisdom. It is foolishness and idiocy, and it's going to lead you to get death during this time of Jacob's trouble. And you got all these people that, which we're going to get into. Get me that Proverbs 21:16. You got all these people that are living that do as thou wilt, Alistair Crowley spirit, where nobody can tell them nothing. They can do bad all by themselves.
Yeah,
and you scoff at people that are actually trying to help you. Like we're telling you, don't. Proverbs 21:16. Y'all are scoffing at people that tell you, hey, look, don't eat this kind of food and we're not just telling you out of our own minds, like, oh, don't eat this just because I don't like it.
Yeah, just because I don't. No.
If you go and research, which is all part of wisdom and gaining the knowledge of these laws, statutes, and commandments.
But ain't Big Mama been getting high blood pressure from all that goddamn pork? Ain't you been getting diabetes and all these different things? Like, just look at what's been happening, man.
Hey, they're in the read 21 and 16.
I got you. Proverbs 21 and 16. It says, the man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
The man that wandereth out of the way of the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh shall be in the congregation of the dead. You'll be the walking dead. You might as well be a zombie. As the brother was just talking about Big Mama. What was that movie called? Soul Food?
Soul Food.
What happened at the end? Big Mama died from high blood pressure. Yeah. And what they do at the end? They made more soul food to commemorate her death. To remember the good old times.
Big Mama got a leg. Big Mama went through 2 times the pain. First she got her leg amputated, and then she got a stroke. Like, you can't tell me it's because her arteries was clogged up with all that grease, all that filth from that pork. Them worms was in her goddamn system. Come on, man. Like, Jake, you gotta understand something, man. It's the reason why the men of the Lord come with a doctrine of life, man. Because it brings more life, man. The scriptures always say if you do this, this will add more days into your life, man. Why I say that? Because once you go away from it, you're adding you're basically reducing your lifespan, man. You know?
But Jake's in that congregation of the dead. He didn't want to be told what to do.
Nope.
Especially if somebody comes at him with rude speech. Since Jake's at such a base level as Esau,
yep.
He just wants to fight whenever you shake him. Like, look, get the fucking order. Because you're fucking around like a stupid little kid.
Yeah.
And that's how you feel when you're in this truth and you're preaching these people, because you generally want to. Well, at this point, we don't care about the 2/3. We care about the elect. But you generally, let's just talk in general. You want to pull the elect out of the 2/3 and see people to bring them up to your understanding, to see what you see, to see that the laws, statutes, and commandments and the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai is going to put you in the good graces, and you may not be on the top in this society on this side, but you'll at least be able to have a roof over your head and food, and keep out of folliness, keep out of getting killed, keep out of having bad health issues.
Well, see, that's the thing. When you lack wisdom, you want to participate in all these filthy things, man. You want to reduce your lifespan. You want to see yourself living in death, man. You know, when you lack wisdom, because the Lord ain't gave you understanding, man. You know, and when you lack wisdom and understanding, man, all you do is fall into the congregation of the dead, man. And it's simple. First,
can you get me a Sirach 25 and 2?
I got you.
Because a lot of y'all think y'all are still stuck in this congregation of the dead, those whorehouses known as the Christian church, to where you think, oh, I've been saved by the blood of Jesus.
Right.
And Sirach 25 and 2, and that he knows my heart. I may fuck up here and there, but as long as I go and get some communion, then I'll be okay. But you clearly don't know the Lord or his son. We're about to get into what he hates the most.
Sirach 25 and 2. 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I am greatly offended at their life.
Offended at their life, which means your life is an abomination to them. They'd rather see you not exist, because it's so offensive to see you live so wickedly in the congregation of the dead.
And this one for your Israelites. A poor man that is proud.
Who's that? You know right then and there who this book's referring to. A poor man that is proud. You got these old heads out here. They're the worst.
They're the worst.
You can't tell them nothing.
Can't tell them nothing.
And they're walking around with their pants sagging, still dressing like it's nilly vanilly.
Hold up, young blood. I've been living a long time. What they got to do with it today, man?
With some old English in their hand, riding that rusty ass bike that's 2 sizes too small for them.
Still chasing after these young ass females that ain't did shit for them, but lower their goddamn blood rate. I mean, that didn't put their blood pressure up, man.
What's some old ass move that they did back in the 80s that you see him doing in the club?
Oh yeah, the 2-step.
Looking like a clown.
It says, a rich man that is a liar.
Who's that fit?
Esau.
Esau to a T.
That's
the
right.
wicked. How did he get his riches? Through lying, deceit, rape, robbery, and murder.
That's right.
And Esau, you're not getting out of this.
That's right.
This book cuts you 6 ways to Sunday, and it cuts you Jakes too.
It says, and an old adulterer that